Hello guys, looks like we're gonna be back with a new series. So I recently found a mod called More Realistic, and it replaces all the vehicles in the game and the main game engine with a more realistic version. And this more realistic version includes better physics to them. If anyone has played it, they'll have noticed bales would totally fly around all over the forks if you were using a fork to pick up bales out of a field. That no longer happens. At some point in an episode, I'll totally show that. And it basically makes the game a whole new animal. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I haven't even got to play it yet, so this is going to be new for both of us. We're going to go ahead and try and keep this series going a little while. I know my last series ended with only 3 episodes on it. I may go back to that one and add more to it, but I'm still trying to get the channel built up and more people viewing, so just going to kind of diversify. If there are any other games you'd like to see played, you can leave those in the comments below and I will read those. And if I have the game, I can work on getting some footage for you and start either a series, or if you just like kind of a little bit larger one-time video, I can do that also. Anyways, back to the task at hand. This is the original map that's been edited by the mod producer, and this mod has been pretty cool from what I've read, and it looks like mostly the starting things have changed in this modded version. Looks like okay, we do start with that darn stupid M66 FAR, and that's kind of a bummer, but hey, can't have everything. So looks like we gotta start with this tractor instead of the normal green and yellow bearer, I think is what it's called, which I don't mind. We'll go ahead and grab this. One thing that is different about this more realistic mod version of the game is the slowing down from moving takes a lot longer now. So you can't just instantly stop. Refill spot here somewhere. Oh. Gotta actually change to it. Huh, go figure. No, we probably have to get closer. There we are. So we'll go ahead and fill this, I don't know, 25%, or now we'll just do 30%. I don't think it's going to take a whole lot. We just need to go ahead and go fertilize this starting field before the combine gets started, otherwise the yield will be less. I do believe, from what I can tell, whoa, that was a fail. Definitely doesn't stop like it used to. So from what I can tell, the putting fertilizer on still does the same amount. It still basically doubles the yield. And we're hanging off the field a little bit here. Oh well. So we're gonna go ahead and get the fertilizer put on this. This game actually, this mod comes with, I don't remember what that one was. ES Limiter, I believe. I had that one on the other series, for setting basically cruise control. And this one basically has that built into the whole engine, so you don't exactly have to have that anymore. You probably also noticed that the miles per hour actually has percentage decimal points added to it now too, which I think is pretty neat. You can see the partial speeds you're going. Once we get this fertilized, we'll go ahead and get him started on it. And then we can start seeing what else we notice is different about this. I like how this version of Hagenstedt starts you out with this neat fertilizer. Yeah, slow the guy down a little bit more again. So I definitely want to try and get a baler fairly soon and test out the bale physics, being how the bales are heavier now and stuff. I feel like that's going to be really cool. It's going to make working with bales in an early part of the game a lot better. Beforehand, if I ever wanted to do bales, I basically had to save up tons of money until I had a bale stacker. Had enough money for a bale stacker, otherwise it would be way too tedious because the bales would fall off your forks and stuff every time you try to put them on a trailer. So I did download a few mods, more realistic compatible mods, because I figured it'd be interesting to see what they had out there for it. And one of them was this fuel plugin. I'm not exactly sure. I think the right side down here, where it says 3.4 liters, I thought that was totally used in right now, but I'm not sure. I don't know, I'll figure that out eventually and give you guys an update on it. We'll go ahead and jump over here and pick up this header that I so meanly smashed away from him. We'll get started. So the turning of everything is a lot slower now. And you'll notice here how he takes off into it, starts fairly slow. Or he starts fairly fast to me and then slows down. Thing's not capable of going very fast. It's a bummer though, because that's going to take quite a while. Let me see here. So we have... It's going to be kind of annoying until I uninstall the one. So we have the FAR M66EX. So it's supposed to be the other engine. So it had a 52 horsepower engine before the mod, been replaced with a bigger one. Interesting. So max speed 13 miles per hour. And let's find the cutter for it. Here's the header for it. Working width of 3.2. Doesn't exactly say a certain speed it can go. MR Bison. Interesting. Jeez, some of those are expensive. Ooh, TF78. It's one of the mods I downloaded. That might be one of the first combines we upgrade to because it's supposed to be a lot better, and it's 57,000, which is not a whole lot. It's going to take a little while. Pretty neat here. Anyways, this is the one we're using, and it clearly cannot go very fast. Whew. It's going to take a while. From what I was reading about the mod, is the yield, I think, maybe is a little higher, though it takes a little longer to get things done. So technically, you kind of can make the same amount of money at a time. I think right off the bat, we'll go move him over. Ooh, a little twitchy here. We'll go ahead and move this guy over here close. Leave him there. Ew, gross. I think we're gonna go drive this guy down to the farm shop and sell him, because I don't want him. That him and this little sower are just awful. and we'll just try and save up and get a little bigger one before we need to plant, which will be a little while. I'm not planning on doing a whole lot of splitting up, like cutting out and speeding up sections to make it go by faster for the early part of this, so everyone who is watching can see the changes a little bit in the more realistic mod. We're just gonna go ahead and go straight through. You'll see everything I do for the first couple episodes. Maybe that's still up for full decision. One thing that this is, you might notice a little bit here, going downhill and uphill will slow you down and speed you up, respectively, depending on whether that didn't really change a whole lot. You notice downhill back there, you might have noticed that I got up to like 13.5 miles an hour instead. And no, we can't do that. We will probably do a mission of some sort here a little later. And we'll go ahead and jump off here. Oh geez. So I'm using a controller, you can probably tell. Sell vehicle. Yes. I have an Xbox controller hooked up, and so that's why my view turns really slowly. We'll just go ahead and jump back to the farm. So we sold that, and if we want to get another one, let's just look. We're not going to buy it quite yet, just in case we want to do something else first. We don't need a bigger cultivator yet. Sewing machine. So, don't exactly think we have a tractor with enough horsepower to do that right now. 125. We have enough to buy it, but not enough horsepower probably. Well, sadly, I think we'll probably have to get this sucker. We'll go ahead and buy it later probably. I'm not exactly expecting to use this for a little while, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll drop it right here. Go ahead and leave this front weight on. So I technically don't need the plow. I'm debating taking it down and selling it. Yikes. Still gotta get used to that, not being able to change directions so fast. You know, I doubt this thing's worth a whole lot. Let me actually just look and see how much it's worth. Just for kicks. Yeah, really? Nah. It's not worth selling it for only 4,000. I think we'll just go ahead and stick it right here, and if we decide to like plow a field just for fun later, or it's nice to plow the two fields over here, that starting field with the next one above it, it's nice to plow them together and make them all one big field. So we might do that at some point after we buy the other one. 34,000. Let's see. 34,000 may be enough to get a mower. We may go ahead and snatch a mower and head up to the golf course because there's a mission up there. Oh, slow down. Okay, there we go. Oh, no. We're going to go ahead and switch out to this tractor, I think. And go use it to mow for missions. Because I think doing a couple of missions, I haven't really ever done missions too much in the early game. I just slowly worked through harvesting and selling off some grain to get started. So we'll go ahead and do that, because I started doing missions one time like late into the game, and it's like a small amount of income compared to what I can do with all my equipment at that point, so doing them early game may be the best route. Look at that. That's part of the more realistic mod making it to where this tractor can technically not haul this at all. So we're gonna go ahead and just put that in there, and we're gonna go zip down to the store here, hopefully before the combine's full. Okay, so you should notice I'm going quite a bit faster downhill right now. I had to let off the throttle a little bit right there because it was starting to get a little twitchy and out of control. So we're going to go ahead and park over here. Let's bring up the buy menu. Let's see. We need a mower. Almost tempting to get that little sucker. But I think that sucker. So that in combination with that would do a fine job, but I don't think I can make that much money out of the missions super fast, so that would be kind of cool. Wonder how wide that is. Working with 83 inches, working with 78. Be interesting to use a sickle bar mower, but I'm not sure in comparison. It's only 900. Let's just look at it. You know, that might be a really cheap and effective way. Let's unfold it. That's pretty neat. I think we'll go ahead and try that for this mission. We just actually have to get one, so let's turn the missions frequency to every 2 for an. Oh, we need time scale to be real time for the time being. Save the game just in case something happens. Go ahead and zip up the road. And I'm basically... combine's full. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll call this the end of episode 1 after I dump the combine. And I will wait until he's done, or I get a mission, one of the two. And that'll be the start of episode 2. Better get this guy dumped quick. He's taking money from me for nothing. Or is he? Maybe not. That would be really cool. It looks like if he's stopped, he's not charging me anything. Now that is cool. I really like that part of this mod so far. In case you mess up and don't get to dump a guy too fast, he's not sitting there draining money from you until you can get to him. So that's really quite cool. I do believe the dumping rate has been slowed down a little bit too, like the unload rate for the auger, to simulate more realistic, because you're not going to be able to dump the whole combine full in 10 seconds or something. I think that thing holds 1,500 bushels, liters, whatever it is. I think it's liters in this game. And 1,500 it is. And we'll go ahead and pull off the field here. Get clear out of the way. And we'll... Nope, can't do that one. We'll go ahead and let him continue, and I'll be back as soon as we have a mission or this guy's done harvesting. One of the two.